And just like that, we're back. The Pew Podcast, starring C. Ashley Brown Lawrence, Sam Jackson, Mickey Watts, Penny Ellis, and Ron Todd. Hold on to your seats. We talk about everything on the Pew.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Pew.
What's going on? What's going on?
Welcome. Thank you. Appreciate the claps. Thank you. They're going long today. All right. Welcome to the Pew, everybody. So glad that you guys are here. I see you guys coming in today. We certainly appreciate you. Got my man Sam I Am. Got my brother Dr. Ryan Rutley filling in today. Looks like he's having some audio difficulties, but I'm sure he'll be right back. So glad to see everybody. I see y'all coming in already. This is amazing, Sam. Cambria says, "Hey, Pew Crew, happy Tuesday."
Cambria, what up? What up?
She says, "Hey, Ron and Sam and Miss Penny. Miss Penny is out today, but I'm sure she will be glad to see that you said hey to her." Kevin says, "Good evening, Pew Crew. Good evening, my New York brother. Good to see you." Let's see. My wife says, "Good evening, Pew Crew. Good evening to you." Keisha says, "Good evening, Pew Crew. Good evening, good evening. Happy Tuesday." What's up, Ryan? Ryan's audio is back working. We so glad you're here, man.
Oh, y'all too, man. What's up, y'all? Y'all good?
Yeah, we good, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm wonderful. I'm ready to talk some Pew talk, baby.
Yeah.
All right. Hang tight. Siobhan says, "Hey, Pew Crew. What's up, Siobhan? So
what up,
glad to
Siobhan?
see you." Thank y'all so much. Listen, y'all know how we do each and every week. Make sure you like and share. Let somebody know that we're on. I just made sure that I shared it to some of my other groups as well. So we're going to make sure we do that. Let's get these numbers up tonight, guys. We got an amazing show for you. I absolutely cannot wait. But I do want to see these numbers go up just a little bit. So let's keep sharing, guys, and let everybody know that we are on. We are most certainly on. Some of you guys, I see you're watching, you haven't said anything yet, like Miss Jackson, who's just chiming in and says, "Hey, Pew Crew, what's up? Good to see you. Thanks so much for coming in. We certainly appreciate you. Come on in the room.
There we go.
Come on. Don't you want to go? I see Sam has just shared. Awesome. That's great. Awesome. I hope you guys are excited about today's show. As excited, I'm excited every week because we always got something real good for y'all. But this week, I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this. It's gonna be great. So, guys, we're gonna do some table talk. We're gonna go around, but I wanted to first, before we go any further, I wanted to start off the show. By giving you guys some very sad but important news. If you were not aware, our dear sister and co-host, C. Ashley Brown Lawrence, has suffered a stroke. C. Ashley Brown Lawrence suffered a stroke on last Wednesday, and she has been hospitalized in very serious condition ever since. And so we are praying for our dear sister that God does a complete work. She has been singing to us for years, "I've got the victory." So now we are decreeing and we're declaring that she has the victory. Amen. And that God will continue to raise her up, heal her body, and that she will have the victory and that God will get the glory even out of this situation. We are asking that you continue to pray for C. Ashley Brown Lawrence, her husband, her parents, her church family, her friends, family, everyone from across the world that loves C. Ashley Brown Lawrence just as much as we do here on the Pew. We're most certainly praying for her. If you guys would like to make financial contributions, you can do that as well. Just reach out to me and I will make sure I give you the Cash App. Obviously, her husband has been by her side, unable to work. And she is still hospitalized. So whatever donation that you guys are willing to make, reach out to me. I will get you the Cash App so that you can sow into their lives if God does lead you to do so. Also, keep praying. I also have information where you can send flowers and things of that nature. At this time, the family is asking that you do not reach out to Ashley right now. No calls. No visitors until further notice. I know there have been visitors, and I did speak to her a few days ago. However, she's getting a bit excited when talking to us and things of that nature. So, as they're getting her blood pressure and things regulated, it's important that she just rest and not have a whole lot of interaction. But we know that there will be a time where she is able to do so. So we're praying for our dear sister. And so I know this is a little unorthodox for us here at the Pew, but before we go any further, we're going to spin this because we believe that Ashley has the victory. We don't own the rights to this, but our dear sister does. Here's C. Ashley Brown Lawrence with I Have the Victory.
Let's celebrate God for giving us the victory. Yeah. Sickness had me bound, but now I'm free all because I
My God.
She's been singing that for years, and today we declare that she has the victory. Love you, sister. Put the information in the chat box, guys, if you want to be a blessing to her. We are praying for you, Ashley. Can't wait till you're right back here on the pew. All
Amen.
right, so let's go back to let's go to you, Sam. I am. What's going on with you, man?
Not much, man. Taking
Looks
it
like
easy one
Sam is
day at a time.
froze.
Can you hear me? You can hear me?
You're
I can
breaking
hear
up
you.
quite
Yep.
a bit there. We're gonna come back to you. Let's go to Ryan.
Okay.
Uh,
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Ron, too?
I can. What's going on with you, Ryan? Yeah,
Hey,
I can hear you.
man, doing wonderful, man. God is good. Thanks for first of all allowing me to be a part of the pew, man. And this is a great platform. I love what you guys are doing. So just being here tonight with you guys is awesome, man. I'm excited. One of the things that we just landed was our first feature film, and we're really, really, really excited about it. We've been in communication a lot um, with different distribution companies, man. One I can officially say now just because we have been talking to them, but PureFlix, which big shout out to them. They have a great platform. It's and many of you all know movies like War Room and some of the other
Mm-hmm.
things they've done. They distribute it. So we've been in communication with them a lot. We had a tie with Netflix and also another connect with Tubi, and just been really kind of exploring, which direction we wanted to go. We definitely want people to win. We want them to see the film, and I'm excited to share with the pew right here that I think we've landed a home. So I will make sure that when we share the big announcement that we share with the pew, we let you guys know what's going on. We want you guys to be a part of that. So that a lot of great music is coming. One of the records that I think is safe to say is Ron Todd and I are coming together again to release a song that is about to be epic, man. And so a song that Ron wrote years ago, man, it's a wonderful
Bananas.
song. It's a churchy song. If y'all want to hear all the runs and the riffs that you so love, I love hearing you do anyway. Because Ron, you a Pew baby, so Ron be so hard on himself, y'all. But I'll be like, do that again. Do that again. He'd be like, I don't even know what I just did. But that's one of the fun
That or I
adventures.
don't like it.
Right. So that's one of the fun adventures I'm really excited about is opening this session and working on that. So we're working on a few records, man. And I'm in here now, man, just praying and spending some time with God, getting some stuff done. And that's where we at with it, man. So it's going to be a great remaining year. I want everybody to be encouraged. And hey, stay in the pew. I know it's hard. I know it's tough. I know it's crazy, but my encouragement to everybody is stay in the pews, y'all. This is the place to be.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Thanks
That's
so much,
good.
Ryan.
Yes,
Kevin
sir.
says yes. Right, Kevin. I know some of you have been waiting for some new music, and I've just been waiting on the Lord,
Yeah.
and it's coming. It's coming. We got a nice churchy banger for y'all. I
Ooh,
promise you.
it's
We will not
it's
disappoint.
yeah, man, and it's a now message, Ron. Too,
It's a now message.
Yeah.
everybody is praying, but is it going through? That part,
Yeah.
I know y'all can preach that. So for those that's listening, y'all, it's if you've been praying, the real question is not are you praying, because anybody can pray, but is it getting through? Is
Yeah.
it
Oh
going to?
my
The Bible
God.
says that
Oh my
the man
God.
said in the song that the prayers of the righteous availeth
Availeth much.
much. That's huge, because if it's not available at all, then it ain't gonna go
Mm.
through. But the fact that the prayers of the righteous are availeth much, you got more of a chance for it to go through. So I'm done. I
That's
feel the
good,
pew
Doc.
moment. I feel the pew
That's good,
moment,
Doc.
man.
Hey,
I
I'm
wish I was an
excited.
A flat right now with y'all, but I got the
Listen
keyboards.
here.
I got the keyboards kind of scattered tonight, But yeah, definitely, man. That's where it's at, y'all. Just be encouraged, man. Again, and we're praying for our sister, man. Matter of fact, she's already healed. We're already claiming her victory, just like the song. Thank you for playing that song, Ron. She has a beautiful voice. She's got a great ministry, and the devil can't stop that, man. He can't stop
Yeah.
That's
that.
right. That's
Yeah,
right.
man. So go
Kevin
Amen.
ahead.
Amen.
said, or Jessica McGee says, praying for my Buffalo family musician Eric Reed. Yes. Definitely
Yeah.
sorry about that loss.
Just heard
Kevin said,
about that
Jessica,
today.
sorry for
Yep.
the loss. Yeah, that was rough. Stephanie says, you better preach. Kobe says, hey, Pew Crew. Hey, Kobe, listen, thanks for being here. We are praying for you as well. We know how close you are to Ashley. So thank you for still being here tonight.
Yeah.
And everything we do is in her honor. We definitely are praying for her. Okay, Jessica McGee said, Kevin Moore, thank you, Kevin. Benita says, going through the middle of your miracle. That's right. I just taught that in Bible study tonight. God bless you.
Wow.
Lady Mary said, we're so excited for the new music. Yes, I'm excited as well. I'm telling you, we're not going to play with y'all. We're going to
No,
give
for
you
real.
good, churchy, good,
Yeah.
hard church with
Yeah.
a solid message. And I
Right.
believe that it's going to be a blessing to people all over the world. It's time. It's time.
Yep. It is.
Sam I am. What's up?
Oh man, glad to be here. Just taking it one day at a time. Like my man said, just getting deeper with God. Got the business still going on, still moving in that. Detroit, we come to see y'all tomorrow, man. Going to see my brother tomorrow.
Come on in.
So we definitely thanking God for that breath of fresh air. Our hands to your home. Any cleaning needs that you have, get with us. Our hands, www.ourhandsyourhome.com, or you can hit us at breath of fresh air 0222 at gmail.com. Other than that, just trusting God, believing God, and me and my wife actually just started this thing called the session at our church for the youth, ages 8 to 18, where we just give them a perspective of God, where we show them that church, God, and being a believer of Jesus Christ is fun. It's not doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be stale. It doesn't have to be long and drawn out where you're uninterested. We're gonna keep you going. We're gonna do some worship. We're gonna give you word, but we're just doing things to help them understand that God is fun. God can be fun. While still applying principles and biblical principles and things of that nature. So it's every Friday. We got it going this Friday again. So it's our fourth Friday. So we thanking God for that blessing and being able to pour into the youth, because the youth need it. They need it more than ever now. And yeah, man, we just taking it easy like that, and just blessing God for the opportunity. So
that's what's up. I love it. Pastor Lawrence Blundy, he is my covenant brother. He says, good evening, everyone. Good evening to you, Pastor Lawrence. You came in right at the right time, man. We about to get into it. But before we do that, listen, I want you guys to do me a favor. Of course, I Got the Victory was a big hit for C. Ashley Brown Lawrence. We know Ricky Dillard re-recorded it a couple years later. But I also want you guys to get all of her music. Get her latest single, I'm Dependent on You.
Okay.
Just go online and grab anything by C. Ashley Brown Lawrence right now. You know, I know one thing I've been listening to. You're so amazing. Your love for me. All of her songs have just been ministering to me over the last few days. So please, guys, go get everything by Ashley. Let's continue to just support her during this season. I believe that she's going to be triumphant in this. After all of this. Also, don't forget to grab my latest single. It's called Safety 2.0. It's available on all digital outlets.
Yes, sir.
I believe that it is still blessing anyone who grabs it. So make sure you guys get that.
Yeah, it is.
All right, people, let's go.
Record.
It is time for my favorite time of the show. Y'all already know what it is. Hot Topics. Let's get it. All right. Let's see. Hold on. I missed a couple comments. Let's see what the Saints are saying. Pastor Lawrence says, my brother, Ryan Rutley.
Yeah.
Amen. Lady Ty said, that's awesome, Brother Sam. It is absolutely
God be the
awesome.
glory.
So, okay. As always, I never know where to start because we have so much to talk about. But I will say this. You know, I think we have to be very, very careful of what we do and be very watchful of our children. You know, especially when we're, you know, freak accidents are happening all over. Just like this. Take a look. Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw, but somehow this toddler got attached to this high balloon kite sort of thing. I don't know if they were holding it, and the wind was so high that it took the toddler up with the balloon. So as you saw there for like a minute and a half, everybody was running and chasing the balloon, trying to catch the toddler. Now, thank God they were able to retrieve her. She wasn't hurt. But could you imagine being that parent watching your kid flinging in the air like that? But my question becomes, how do they ever get to that point? With all those people out there that were
Right.
trying to catch the baby, no
Right.
one saw,
Right.
no one was paying attention until they were in the air. I'm old school, so I don't let my kids out of my sight. Like, especially when we're out in big crowds like that, they not off walking somewhere doing their own thing. No, you stay right here
Mhm.
with me, and I'm
Yep.
constantly watching. I'm not saying I'm perfect or
Yeah.
any of us are, but I
No, but
think that's just a reminder. Like, we have to really be careful and be watchful, because just as quickly as that balloon took that toddler away, there's still people that are
Yeah.
preying on little children and that are,
yep.
sex trafficking. They're
Yeah.
molesting. They're taking kids and doing all kind of things, locking them in
Yeah.
dungeons. Whatever the case may be, we just want to be really mindful and watchful. The Bible says, "Watch as well as pray."
Yeah.
Some of us have our eyes closed. I don't know if you're praying or what you're doing, but you need to watch. That's all I'm
Right.
saying. Anybody
Yeah.
else have anything on that?
Um, I think just thank God that the baby, the Tyler was brought back down. Um, but if we gonna be real, there was an angel with that baby
All
because
right,
the
Oh
sir.
yeah,
way
absolutely.
the way she came down,
Damn.
naturally we looking at her, she going like this, but the way she came down and unscathed, not hurt,
Come
God
on.
was with her. Um, but I think it just gives it, like you said, Ron, it gives us a reminder that you always got to be watchful of what's going on with your children, because that split second where you take your eye off of them is when they touch the stove, is when they get into the cupboard and get a chemical that they're not supposed to have, or they run and dart into the street, or they walk out the door, or whatever the case may be. I think those are the moments when we have to really be mindful of what's going on around us, and be mindful of our children, because it's so imperative, because children gravitate to things, and uh they
Uh
Think,
oh.
did he freeze up?
I think he froze. We're gonna hear
Okay.
more from him, but in the meantime, I'm
Yep.
so glad that the last piece of our puzzle is here, y'all. Let's give it up for Apostle Derek Zachary.
Hey, sir. Hey, everybody.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
So, Ryan, I think you're about to comment on this, our current topic.
Yeah, man, this hot topic, man. What's going on, Mr. Zachary? Bless you indeed, sir. So I agree. I agree with you, Ron, and with Sam. I think that number one, you're right. If we could be everywhere with our children, we would. If we could
Right.
protect them from every hurt, harm, and danger, we would. Thank God for the angels that are assigned to our children. Thank God for the blood of Jesus as well. That's why it's so important to be saved, y'all. Because when you walk under the blood, that even when dangers are around, we are
Yes.
still shielded and protected. But I have to agree with you, Ron. I think that a lot of times, there are times where accidents do take place, and we don't have the control of what's happening, but we can release the power of God. But there are instances where we can control, and I just got to be honest. I love all nationalities. I love all ethnic groups. I love all cultures. I thank God for all of them. But man, it's just something about a black father and a black mother that will not allow our children to just roam around, because of the protection, because of we kind of got to work harder, and smarter when we go to and fro, because it's a crazy world. So, again, this is not Black History Month. This is not black versus white or none of that. But I think that uh, I think that there are certain people in certain cultures that that happen to show. I'm not saying they are, but they show a little less. They show a little bit more carelessness to me, because I see, no offense, but I got white friends. I got white brothers and sisters. But man, I'm like, first of all, why do you let them walk and roam around in a grocery store? With a black parent, they slapping our wrists and hands telling you don't touch nothing unless you buying it or unless I'm buying it. So, when we're in public, man, I feel like videos like this are extra cautions and our warning signals to say, be that more caring about your children, man, because it doesn't make sense to me. And I have to agree with you, and I'm done. It doesn't make sense for a toddler. There's some kind of carelessness that had to happen for a toddler to be on a balloon in the sky that long, that independent. You know what I mean? Like it's something had to have been careless, because when you're that high in the air already, first of all, you should be holding on to everything around you. So I don't know how, before that video, and hopefully I'm wrong, and I'd like to be wrong, but for a child to be just roaming in the air like that free, that long, that way, there had to be some kind of type of negligence, maybe is a better word.
Yeah. And shout out to our Caucasian viewers that I know for a fact watch us every week. I want you to know that those views and opinions were those of Ryan Rutley.
And look, let me tell you, I love everybody, dude. I can't count how many black friends, how many white friends, how many Asian friends, how many African friends, how many. I got friends from every culture, every nation, every background and religion. So I'm just saying that I can joke with them because I hang around them all the time, and I'm always able to say that. And they laugh. They like, yeah, you guys do certain things that we kind of laugh at, and we do things y'all laugh at. And I think it's a beautiful thing. It just shows really the unity. It shows that there's no more. I mean, you can try to be racially distant. You can have that in your heart. That can be your problem. But with me, man, I love everybody, and Ron and I have had conversations to each other as brothers, like, man, what you doing? What's going on? How did and we able to come back to the surface and know we didn't offend each other. We boys, we brothers.
That's right.
I don't take offense to it. But guess what? Me being accountable to his thoughts and the way he feels about something lets him know that we care enough about each other to be able to share that. And I think
that's right.
I think that's one of those instances, man, that you can do that. If you really brother and sisters, you can challenge me, Ron, and be like, hey man, what's up? What's going on? Let's just talk, boy, heart to heart, breast to breast, eye to eye. Let's talk this out. And and be able to deal with it. And I feel like if we do that, we'll be able to save more children. We'll be able to save more parents. We'll be able to do things that we just a sensitive society, man. We just heard about everything. We offended so easily and so quick.
Oh yeah.
Instead of saying, hey, I'm trying to prevent this baby going in the air again. Next time it ain't gonna end as gracious as it did. You know what I mean? So
all right, let's go to the comments real quick. Siobhan said God was definitely with that child. Pastor Mickey said this is a man's night. Okay, yeah, because you're not here. That's a man's night. Hey Liz, she says tell the truth. She talking to you, Ryan. And Stephanie says, hey Apostle, I'm so glad you have joined us this evening, as I wanted to thank you so much for your powerful prayer for my dad last week. He is still pushing through, and I'm grateful to share that I did what God told me to do, and he accepted Jesus Christ into his heart last week as the Lord and his Lord and Savior. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that, Stephanie. It's good to know that the Pew is not just a place of entertainment, but we can also be a place where, things like that takes place. So I'm so glad that it happened. To God be the glory. So getting kind of back on the subject of being careless and things like that, I think it's important. Even, I got to the point now, like even when I go to hotels and stuff, I'm always, people talk about me, but I lift up that cover. I'm searching and looking because you just never know what may be in there, because you might end up like this lady.
I don't know what's been chewing on me, but I know I'm ate up. I don't know what's been chewing on me.
That's a
but I know I'm ate up
moment right there, bro. That's a petty. You need to probably start a segment called the petty moment. Okay.
She don't know what's been chewing on her, but she knows she ate up. You gotta watch. You gotta watch, man. But seriously, we're gonna go over to Fox News, who's gonna help us with this segment because we got to make sure that we are being using wisdom in this season. Take a look.
Can only be described as creepy. A man pulls up to a roadblock on a New Jersey highway. He's not approached by a cop, but a stranger who emerges from the shadows.
All right, y'all, do not fall for this trap. Do not fall for this trap. If you are ever driving in the middle of the night and you see two cones on each side of each lane and they are blocking the road, do not get out your car to move them. A lot of times someone would be nearby waiting on you to get out, and they will rob you when you leave your car. Y'all be safe, bro. This is not a joke.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't know if you guys saw that. I'm ate up. I don't know. I don't know if you guys saw that, but so there was two cones in the middle of the road, so you can't get through. So I guess what people are doing is they're putting them there, so you have no choice but to get out, move the cones, but somebody's waiting there to rob you. So, yeah, that's just one of those hacks that we got to be aware of.
Yeah.
I can remember being in the car with my mom as a kid, and a guy got on the side of her car, put up a badge to the window and said, "Pull over, pull over." She like, "I'm not pulling over. You're not in the police car. There's no sirens. Why would I pull over?" But those are the kind of games that people play. And there are people who are so naive, they'll see that badge and they'll be like, "Oh man, I better pull over. That's the cop." And then they rob you, they rape you, they do things of that nature. So we just have to be aware.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that too, Ron, for our listeners, because some people are naive. Whether you live in the hood or you live in the suburbs, you need to be aware of those things so that we can continue to protect our communities.
Yeah. Liz said, there's no way I would get out of that car. The cones would be hit and drugged. You hear me, Liz? Hit and drug as far as they can be drugged. Absolutely.
Well, first of all, you never get out in a neighborhood or a place where there's no lights at all anyway. You always want to drive into a lit place. And so even if a person flash a badge, you want to drive into like a gas station or something to where you can be seen to that nature. And too many people just do careless mistakes that get them caught up. And so that's just to everybody. I don't care who you are. Never stop in a place where there's no lights.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
And I was in your town. Ryan and I both were in Atlanta. That's where Apostle is, Ryan. Okay. And one thing I noticed is that there's graffiti everywhere. So I'm like, I don't know. I mean, is this the hood? I mean, is this how they make little, murals or, so I definitely wasn't making no stops.
Right.
I was going to my destination and that was it. So, yeah, I'm with you. Like you never stop. I've gotten 2 misdemeanors for not letting the police pull me over in the woods. I refused. I made them follow me with my hazard lights on.
Yep.
Going 10 miles an hour. I made them follow me to a store that was lit up. And I got 2 misdemeanor charges. I want to say one got dropped. Well, yeah, I got 2 misdemeanor charges fleeing from the police. Okay. Because guess what? First of all, how am I fleeing 10 miles per hour with my flashes on?
Right. Yeah.
No.
That
I
part,
don't play those reindeer games.
And I agree. And the other part about it too is, I like what the apostle said, and I agree. The thing is because you want to use wisdom. First of all, what you did was you put on your hazards. So that was number one, showing that you're already in a state of caution while you're driving. Number 2, I love what he said, which is true. Wait until you get to a lidded area where there are other witnesses. Be safe. Be more safe than sorry. And then number 3, let's back all the way up. Why is anybody asking you to stop without a siren or without a signal of you to stop? So if anybody get out the car and just wave their badge, you can ignore that all day. Anybody can get out the car with a security guards at stadiums can do that. But if they have a siren, you know what I'm saying? If they have a siren, most times that siren is an indication this is a serious matter. I need you to pull over. I need you to get over. Even fire departments. I mean, you don't have to stop for them, but you stop to reverence where they're going if they put on a signal. So it doesn't even make sense to stop for anything. And even if you do see cones, that's not an indication to stop. That's just an area to just know, okay, don't go in that area. You know what I'm saying? So I agree. If you don't know the area, I don't care if it's big houses or if it's little houses. If they vacant or there are, if somebody's in them, keep moving. And in any neighborhood, especially our women and children. If women and children in the car, I always tell people gas up in the day, in the morning.
That's right.
Somewhere that's lit up again, because you just never know. So it's important, even in your travels, being mindful of your surroundings. I always tell my daughters, if your answer is I don't know, you ain't going.
That's right.
Exactly.
Point blank, period.
Yep.
And know your rights. A lot of times as people, we don't know our rights. You have the right to ask a badge number and the name of a badge. You have a right to check speedometers to make sure they actually been calibrized, to make sure that it is up to par. You have your rights to challenge certain things, but don't be ignorant in your challenge. Because some people just come with a crazy attitude. If you know you are in the right, you can challenge certain things. And so know the law. Diverse yourself in law so that you would understand it. And so when you present stuff, you know how to handle yourself. I think oftentimes we just do stuff recklessly, and then we get involved in unnecessary deaths and thrown in jail for stuff that could have been avoided. So I'm always saying that to my son. I was like, just because you think you grown, you not grown.
Little G.
Because
you ain't big G.
And because you a man, that's always a strike one against you. And because you are colored, that's another strike against you. So know your stuff so that you know how to handle yourself accordingly. Don't think you a thug out here, because you will be badly misrepresented and you will end up in a place that you don't even need to be, or you may be killed. And I'm not doing funerals at these moments.
Say that.
Yes, sir.
I agree.
Yes, sir, Doc.
So I think that's it. I think we've handled that particular situation. But can you imagine? Speaking of having to go to jail, can you imagine doing something stupid, getting in trouble, getting to court, and then this happens?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go to Nautilus for middle school?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry to see you here. I always wondered what happened to you, sir.
Oh my goodness.
This is the nicest kid in middle school.
Oh my goodness.
He was the best kid in middle school. I used to play football with him for you.
So he goes to court, and somebody he went to middle school with happens to be the judge. And so you can see like the embarrassment on his face. But that was also a grace moment, because she did not send him to jail. She sent him to a program to get help for his addiction.
Mm-hmm.
And, I thought that was pretty cool. But definitely worth showing you, because, that just shows you the grace of God, because he probably deserved to be locked up. But because of God's grace, he happened to be in a courtroom with somebody he grew up with that showed him some mercy. So that is that. This past Sunday, it was the BET Awards, and so there's a lot of buzz going on about Patti LaBelle. Y'all better get off of Mama Patti. Take a look.
I get what if I can't see the words? I don't know. I'm trying, y'all. Hey, just as long as I'm here in your arms, I could be in no better place. You know why? Just simply the best. Come on.
Patty's teleprompter is not working.
Well, first of all, because I'm in entertainment world, she could have got an earpiece, because they give them earpieces now. She knows she up in age and can't see them monitors like that. And listen.
And the thing that's so funny is every time it happens, it just tickles me. So she'd be like, I can't read the words. Sorry, y'all. Woo! But the thing is, honestly, guys, Patty will be 80 years old. So first of all, I want to talk about this 80-year-old woman who looks absolutely phenomenal on the stage. Um, and then just I mean, I could be wrong, but Patty don't have nothing to prove to any of us at this point in her life or career. The
She does
fact
not.
that the fact that an 80-year-old can stand up there in a very, very well installed blonde lace front wig and pumps and sing anything to us, I I say kudos to you. Um, uh, 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 to be very elderly and still able to do that and in your right mind and all that kind of stuff and have that type of strength. Yeah, it could have been better, but again, I'm interested to hear what you guys think, but I don't. Patty doesn't have anything to prove to us at this point in her life and career. We've
She
seen
don't.
Patty at her height,
But
and
rules to the
now she's.
game, and you a singer, sir. If I was to sing your song and mess your song up, you would have an entire problem that I mess your song, especially if I'm well known. You should.
Eh,
You got to rehearse
not
first.
at
You
not.
always
I don't
rehearse
think at that
first.
age.
No, he's trying to make a
I think that if
justification for the
anything,
age.
they should have got Angela Bassett up there to lip sync, or they should have got someone else younger to do it. But you got an older person to sing this song. I
They
don't
grew
know.
up
She
together.
she
They grew
messed
up
it up.
together.
I'm not. I'm gonna give her a pass because of her age. That's me.
No, she don't get no pass. Between her, she don't get no pass.
So you're just gonna crucify her as
No,
if you
I'm
never
not
had a bad
crucifying.
moment on stage?
No, I'm not crucifying because we make moments. However, we do rehearsals, and this is, when you go
She
on the stage.
oh.
No, she know how to do what she want to do when she needs to do it. So I ain't even making that. No, you're not getting that. Just if you get up and do and mess Patty's song up, guess what? She gonna crucify you. Like, sir, how you get up and mess my song up like that?
I can't say that.
Uh,
It had, I like Patty. I feel bad that she continues to fluff words, and maybe it's time for her to retire and just sit and make pies and macaroni and cheeses in a box. Um, Clearly, she's cleaned up from Walmart. She does not need any money. Patty is. I'm pretty sure she's okay. Um, but I don't know. To me, she doesn't. She doesn't owe me anything. You know,
Yeah.
I've seen Patty at her height in rec arenas, so I don't. She doesn't owe me anything.
I
Let's see
think
what the comments say. Bonita said, "Oh no, I'm sorry." Elizabeth said, "Amazing." She says, "I love Patty, but that was so disrespectful." Kevin said, "They social media let her have it. I'm sure." Listen, yes, she looks amazing. I think she looks amazing. Kevin said, "But if you're going to do it, wouldn't you want to do it well, regardless of your age? I think you would." I'm with the apostle. Tina deserved better than that. I agree with that. I would have never asked Patty to do a Tina tribute. That's me personally. I just feel like Patty and Tina were not. They were friends, but they were not the same genre. Tina was rock and roll. So why would you get Patty LaBelle to do rock and roll? So I
That's
think there's a
totally
lot of
fair.
factors to this that just don't make sense anyway. Siobhan says, "I saw Patty in concert last summer. She was absolutely amazing." Yeah, I've heard quite a few people say that. Stephanie, not one point to prove. Patty is everything. That's my sentiments exactly. Anybody else before we close this matter?
So being a music producer, and in the arena of music, I have to totally agree. I think first of all, let's give her flowers. Let's love on her. Let's give her the accolades of being a musical icon as people see her. That's fine. That's great. She's 80 years old. That's fine. I agree. I don't think the point is that she doesn't have a point to prove to anybody because she's Patti LaBelle. That's the reason why she was selected. I think the bigger issue is not the fact that she looked good. We keep saying, "Oh, she looked good. I saw her in the concert last summer. She did well. Her hair looked good. Her shoes look good." That ain't the problem. That's not what's on stage right now. What's on stage is the fact that Tina Turner is given a tribute, and with all due respect, Patti LaBelle is a very sharp lady. She ain't just old, and she ain't just forgetting words and can't see. Patti LaBelle makes millions of dollars selling cakes and pies and macaroni and cheese. So, in this instant, also, let's think about this too. Patti is a genius when it comes to her contracts, because if her contracts are not honored, and I've personally witnessed this, if they are not honored, she does her business right. She gets her pay, and if the writer ain't right, if the back line ain't right, if the promoter didn't do right by her, she still gets her deposit, and she does not have to sing. So somebody that is a stickler for entertainment, I feel like if you know you're going to do it, if I do right now a tribute with my brothers to commission Fred Hammond and, God forbid, Andre Crouch, whoever, if somebody passed and the whole world is going to go back and watch this, then I, as an entertainer or as a musician, have to have enough respect for the actual tribute to say, because they could have picked anybody to do the tribute.
Should have picked somebody else. And
they could have, and they should have. Right.
Nothing against Patti. I want to make that clear.
Yeah,
but they should have picked somebody else. I think my issue, though, Ryan, is how people are crucifying her, and I'm going to tell you why I have a problem with it.
Right.
Because just like they crucified Leandria a couple weeks ago, who couldn't remember Fantasia's words on her tribute. If you love me, then don't talk to me. And Lil Mo had to come and do the tribute because Leandria just couldn't get the words right.
Okay.
The point of it is as an artist, I have forgotten words many times. I've made them up. And this has been in situations where I was getting paid good money to sing those words.
Right.
But I'm not saying that I meant to mess up. I'm not saying the mess up is okay, but I'm saying I'm human. And so I think people get very, very aggressively opinionated and negative when people mess up. And I think that it's okay to point out that it wasn't good. It's okay to point out that it should have went another way, but it's also important to show love and grace because it could be any of us in our separate arenas who made that fluff and made that mistake.
Absolutely.
And so I think that it is what it is. It wasn't good, but let's lay off her. That's just my
I
opinion.
agree. I agree.
Think the biggest accuser is, and it's usually mostly the Saints. We know how to just throw somebody under the bus and run them over, and it's like, why?
Yeah, I agree.
Messed it up. Yeah, it wasn't cool, but
I think to answer your question,
she's still a human being.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And
people
go, hang themselves off a bunk bed because of stuff like that.
Right.
Because people just won't get off of them.
Yeah.
So we got to be careful with that.
I think the honesty of, like you said, it's a difference between, because people always say, "Oh, you can't judge me." Well, that's not biblically correct. I can judge, but I cannot condemn you. And I think that's where we go wrong, because judging is just evaluating and discerning. If you run a red light, the judge is going to say, "Hey, here are the consequences for that." Now, I can't tell you you're going to hell. I can't tell you you ain't going to see Jesus' face. But I think at the end of the day, that's just like a football player. I played college football. So a football player is going to know the rules of the game. I have the right to say, "Man, you can't do it like that, because if you do, you're going to crash and burn." Now, anybody else, if you really think about it too, Ron and guys, most times the people that, like you said, they just go off on the edge are the ones that really don't even, either A, they ain't there and they don't even know really how this works, or number two, if it was them, they probably would have did it worse. You know what I mean? It's most times those are the situations. But I think in this case, on a professional level, absolutely, she is who she is. She's already accomplished. In that manner, no, she doesn't have anything to prove to anybody else. But I think the flip side of that is I think we're making it more about what it's not about, and that is the real issue is it's about Tina Turner. You know what I'm saying? We keep saying, "Oh, her nails. Oh, she's so amazing. She looks so good. I seen her at a concert." That's not what's on the table. What's on the table is we scheduled in front of millions of people to do a tribute to Tina Turner. She just passed, And the last thing we do want to remember is like, dang, okay, she forgot the words. But instead, we made it fun. She made us laugh. We laughed through it. We got through it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I think
I think it's like, what else do you do when you're in that situation?
absolutely, and that's
I
what
mean,
happened.
I think she did it as gracefully as she can. And I
Absolutely,
think my point of saying that she looked good was just saying, let's point out some of the positives.
right,
Because
right.
again,
I'm with that.
I
I'm
think
with that.
I think that we can just be like Kevin said, true Pastor Ty. People can be vicious. Absolutely, we can be
Yeah,
so vicious.
I
It's
agree
just
with
like
that.
if a person is performing and they fall. Oh
Right,
my gosh, I can't believe they fell. I paid all this
right,
money and they fell. Do
right.
we forget these are really not aliens? These are
That's right.
humans.
We're human
So
beings.
as
I agree.
good and as much as we put them on pedestals and expect them to be perfect in all
That's
their
right.
ways, they're not.
They're
So
not.
when
I
they
agree.
make mistakes, even as treacherous as this one, where this was a Tina Turner tribute, and again, I agree with Ryan because I do feel like she deserves a better tribute. And I'm just praying that another award show or another network gives her her just due. But I'm not gonna beat Patty up because I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest, that could have been me. That
Right.
absolutely could have been me. I mess up words all the time. And to be honest, when I've had to do tributes or when I've been asked to sing a certain song, and I say that because a lot of times when I go out, I do my own material. So I know my songs pretty well. Now, don't get
Right.
me wrong, I fluff them too. But
Right.
I just make up little
I
stuff
just
on.
love what Apostle said, Ron. This is, I think, if I don't say nothing else, I think the biggest, if we look at this instead of us just saying, "Oh, throw stones at Patty, throw stones at Patty,"
Right.
I think we need to use this moment as a learning lesson. You jokers that's doing tributes, learn the freaking words and practice them. It ain't like they gave
Well,
them the
wait,
words
wait,
to it.
wait, wait. I don't think that's the case either. I don't think we can sit here and say that she didn't learn the words, that she was lazy. Because what I'm telling you is, I've been in a situation where I've practiced
Sure.
hard. I've learned words.
Yep.
I have rehearsed over and over and over and nailed it and got on that stage and
That's true.
bombed.
That's
Do
true.
you hear
That's
me?
true. That's
And
true.
I've been doing this for a very, very long time. So what I'm telling you is that
Mhm.
stuff happens. We're dealing with
Absolutely.
humans. And
So
so
yeah,
although it's not cool because it's Tina's tribute, I don't think that you should throw stones at Patty like that.
sure, sure.
Call it what
What
it is,
I think
but
what I'm more so coming from is, so here's maybe a better example. For example, there are 3 churches that I play for on Sundays, right? This
getting
is
all
an
the money.
actual.
Go ahead.
You're so funny. No, not even. So here's a real life situation, and we can keep it moving. But this is just to make this point relevant. So I'm looking at people like who have really paved the way, like a Patti LaBelle, right? And I'm on my singers right now. I'm on their head. So this is why I'm able to say this. Our generation, and maybe this is not the point I'm trying to make for Patty, but this is just a general observation, is we got all this technology now, where back in the day, the people that really paved the way, they didn't have all of this stuff, man. They didn't have TVs and monitors. These jokers had to really go in the studio and they had to sing from their heart. And they had to use what was in their mind. They had to use pure talent and use what was given to them, paper and stuff like that. So this is the point I was making. I was telling the singers just this week, we was going over an easy song. And again, they're human. I understand. They have the grace. I gave them grace. But I had to get on them to be accountable to them, to show them, listen, if we're going to do this in excellence, at least spend time with the song and watch this. If the batteries do go out on the monitors, that when we stream in live, and again, things happen, so I'm okay with that. There's gonna be times you ain't gonna remember. I'm okay with that. But what I'm saying is that should be the lesson that's learned, not to beat you up, but to say, hey, like, because we was doing an easy worship song, right? And they were standing up, and the whole time, Ron and y'all, they was looking at the screen like this. So it wasn't like they was worshiping. It was more focusing on, I got to get these words, than it was singing with your heart and giving us the tribute to God that he deserves. And so I'm saying that's just the side, the professional side, that I think does need to be highlighted. And be human, have mistakes, that's going to happen. But I think the thing is if you're going to be selected to be in front of people, you're either going to be a distraction or you're going to be the attraction to what the point is that we're making. And I think that this is not a bad discussion. I think this is a really good point that we could talk about really all night, because when you're doing tributes, whether it's worship service, whether it's a concert, whatever you're doing, I personally think, and I feel, and I'm like you, Ryan, I'm old school. And I feel like if you're going to do it, like Apostle said, do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scorning her. I'm not beating her up. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to be selected to do it, then y'all, own it. That's just the part of it that I believe that should be the lesson that is learned. That's all.
So I think I'm not going to try to teach the teacher. I don't think
Sure.
Patty needs a lesson in learning the words.
Absolutely.
I just think life was lifing
Yeah.
for her that day.
And it obviously was. Yep.
And it obviously was.
And it obviously was.
However,
say that again, Ron.
Life was lifing.
Life was lifing in that moment, live and all.
But yeah, and it happens. And so I don't know. I'm just gonna agree to disagree. I agree completely with you. You gotta own it, But the next time any of us make a mistake, I will refuse to crucify you for it, whether it's publicly televised or anything, because I understand that you're human.
Yeah, it's not
it happens.
It's not a crucify. It's just as a craftsman, you learn how to make things go like it meant to go there.
There you go.
So, like, if you miss the words, you make it like she did. She was like,
okay. I see what you're saying.
So you make it look like it meant to go there. However, there are some folks that don't know how to do that skill.
Right.
And so again, and
she's never known how to do that. When she can't read that
so that's why you got to learn that. You got to study. You got to be on it.
Right.
Because again, we all know we make those mistakes.
Yeah.
But in case you make a mistake, make it look like you meant for it to be there, so it don't look crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, again, this conversation can go on all night.
It won't. We got to move.
Nope.
We are going to go to this because, of course, this is an award show. So what we do on the Pew is we talk about the red carpet. Time for the Pew Police. Thing with the BET Awards, because I don't know who half of these people are, let alone what in the world they were thinking when they put these clothes on. Let's take a look at Lotto. So it looks like she's wearing
a see-through black dress.
It's like a lampshade and a bra.
It's the way it's draped, but it's definitely a bra and panties with a shielded,
with like a little sheer
garment.
Yeah.
Sex sells. That's the whole point.
Oh man, I'd really try to run away from these conversations because y'all really don't want to hear what I got to say. You ain't even got to show me the rest of these pictures, brother. Our generation. I am very disappointed in how we do a lot of stuff. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah.
And that's not just being a church dude, because I get it. I grew up a Pentecostal kid. We believed in covering up the ladies and being respectful, and and I'm not saying you gotta wear a choir robe, but man, when you give us everything, it's
leave
like
nothing to the imagination,
bro. Nothing. And so our generation, let's be real. Let's talk for a minute. We in the pews, right? Women wear tights as pants now, and it's like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, there are people that win the pews. There are people on the praise team that wear stuff like this, man. Like,
yep.
And we glorify it. Like, dude, we're in God's presence. Now, of course, this is the BET Awards. They're gonna do what they do. I ain't trying to make it about just that, but I'll just say, for lack of better words, I am highly disappointed in our generation as far as how we approach fashion, because we wonder why men hit on women and they want to do more than just talk. They want to say more than what is on the surface level, So to be honest with you, if just this picture alone, I don't know if you're showing more or not, bro, but just this alone says it all for me, you know. And
Okay, we got to move, Ryan.
yep, go ahead.
All right.
Move.
Fat Joe.
That's him all day long.
Yeah, are those Jordans? I can't see those shoes.
Yep.
Yep.
I actually like the sunglasses. I feel like he's worn like that orange sunglass look before. And I love that he looks more healthy. Fat Joe actually looks like a more healthy weight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but when you lose weight, people don't know how to dress that up because when you're used to one size, you haven't gotten out of your mindset of being a different size. And so sometimes people don't know, and your stylist should know how to dress.
Very true.
I wouldn't have did the long sleeves with the shorts though at all.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm confused. What season is it? Jadakiss. This is a bit different. I don't know.
It's a little different for Jada.
Yeah, it's fine. The shirt should have been tailored more to his cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looks like life is lifing.
Jadakiss doing his thing though.
We're moving. Remy Ma. See, I mean, everybody. It's just it's.
This is actually quite surprising to me because Remy Ma usually comes correct most of the time. So for her to have something on like this, it's a little shocking.
It's like she got some work done.
She got that baby here. She got that baby here.
I'm moving. Okay, Swiss Beast. He looks like he's put on some weight.
No, that's just the clothes too big.
Oh, okay. I don't mind the suit so much. Looks like the pants could have been tailored better. I think the jacket should have been taken in some. The pants probably should have been cut in half.
It's terrible.
I don't really understand the hat.
It's terrible. Swizzy, hey, we know Swizzy to be hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. I know you grown, you married. I get it.
But you said it with a smile, though, Sam. You said, it's terrible.
I've been forgetting about the comments. I'm sorry. Pastor Mickey said people used to dress at the BET Awards. That's tacky for the awards. Absolutely, they did used to dress for the BET Awards. Kevin said Fat Joe ain't fat no more.
Right.
Pastor Mickey said they are being pushed to dress like this. I believe it.
I agree.
I believe it. Pants are kind of long. Yep. Siobhan says sheer dress with the legs out seems to be the theme. Yeah. All right, guys, we moving.
Mm-hmm.
Who's next here?
No comment.
Ice Spice. This. Yeah, keep moving. T.I.
Okay, Tip.
Yeah.
I actually don't mind this.
Because he business. Like T.I. is always business.
I actually like this look, y'all.
Outside of Fabulous, T.I. probably one of the best dressed rappers there is. For real. He always
I think this
correct
is very
like
classy. Even though he's rocking the locks, I think the locks are very neat and conservative.
It's a
I actually
tuxedo
like the
jacket.
glasses.
But I'm trying to figure out, is that black pants or green pants with a black tie?
Right.
It could be the lighting. I'm not sure.
It looked like
I'm
a forest green.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked green.
I don't know, but I'm feeling this look though, y'all. I really am. Let's go to the comments quickly. Stephanie says Swiss Beats
and the handkerchief
toe up from the flow up. Oh my gosh. Pastor Mickey said, I like that T.I.
Yeah.
Pastor Mickey says it's giving me Sunday morning, but I like it. All right. We moving. Okay, who is this?
Tiger.
Tiger.
Oh, Tiger.
Tiger's giving me
That's how he dressed.
Going to Ruby.
That's
Tuesday
just Tiger though. He always been different. Yeah.
This could be at the BET Awards, right?
Yep. That's what you get.
That looks like I'm going to a birthday party.
The baggy pants. That's what I'm seeing too, right?
You know,
we moving.
Yeah.
Glorilla. I don't know who that is.
She a rapper from Memphis.
This is giving me Prom, 1999.
Prom 99.
And
That's what she got on her chest right there, 1999.
Yep.
Really?
Right
That's
under
crazy.
the bra.
That's when she was born.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Let's go to the comments
So-
quickly.
So the thing is what we used to is really kind of gone and past now. Now we getting into the new generation, and
I mean, is it?
There's no
I mean, is it?
elegance. There's no class.
I mean, let's be real. If you go to a banquet, I don't think you're gonna see nobody in some jeans, man. I mean, that's not a
No.
normal thing.
I'm not
No.
liking it. We moving. Who is this? Doche? What is this?
Yeah.
A bathing suit and some jeans?
yeah,
Half of a
That's
bathing suit.
horrific.
It's not even a bathing suit. That's one of
Right.
those scarves that you put together.
Right.
that's a scarf with you know the things that you tie the bread with. That's what those are.
It's giving me Tisha Campbell school days. Oh, she talking about that Florilla, whatever her name was. Kevin say ridiculous. I agree. Absolutely positively
Terrible.
ridiculous. Last one, y'all. Here we go.
Buster.
Buster. That chain is worth more money than I own, so I have nothing to say about the chain. That chain could buy me a house.
That jacket don't make his body look right.
No, that's
And
not
the
a good
pants
jacket.
either.
That either.
The skinny
Like-
jeans with the big suits crack
Right.
me up, bro.
If you gonna wear skinny pants, your shirt gotta match what's
Everything got a man.
I think
Stephanie
I
said
like.
Doche is giving that baby was flying on.
Oh, yeah.
Why, Buster? I'm loving the comments. I agree.
Bro.
Wrong jacket. I honestly think I might not be so mad at Buster just without the jacket.
yeah. If
With
he
all
took the
black
jacket
in that
off,
chain,
had
he
a
might have just
turtleneck,
been all right.
That chain
Or,
is too big.
or give him a black jacket to make all that pop.
Yeah,
Like
Yep.
a
because
fitted,
Yep.
a
that
fitted
chain
black
so
jacket.
big.
Yeah,
A
fitted,
tailored black jacket.
a fitted black
Right.
jacket would have smoked that whole outfit, bro. I would have said
I agree.
A+. But
Yeah,
I mean, again, our generation is so fun. We dress a lot, but we don't know how to dress. Like
Exactly.
these are millionaires that don't know how to dress. You got all the money in the world and don't even know how to wear a suit or wearing a long sleeve shirt, a gel shirt with some summer pants, summer shorts.
That goes
His upper
back to
body
not
looks like
knowing
it's
what
too
you
big
want.
for his bottom half.
You don't
Right,
know
he
what you
looked
want.
husky petite.
Yeah.
Say husky petite.
At the top, he shops at DXL. On the
right.
bottom, he shops at there you go. Husky petite.
Oh my God.
Pastor Mickey said black on black wouldn't have been nice. Kevin said he probably covering up something with that. Oh,
Yep.
Jesus.
Oh Lord.
Pastor Mickey, the jacket is nice, but it doesn't fit him. I do like the jacket, but not for him. I would like the jacket
Jacket
on
fly.
Ruben Studdard.
yeah.
Or maybe if he'd have just kept it open instead of buttoning it.
Yeah, maybe if it was tailored, take some in because
y'all.
Buster has lost
That
weight, so
jacket
it just looks
don't-
ridiculous.
That jacket don't even go with that. He's wearing all black underneath with a silver necklace. That
He-
doesn't even go with that.
He went with the lesser on the jacket. He went with the black around the collar. That's what he went with and missed it. I would have went
Yeah.
with
Reggie,
He
you know I
did.
don't have no
you
sense.
should have went with like the flower prints, like the blue or the red.
Again, right. The flower, if he had a different color solid underneath, then he could have probably got away with it. But it's black with silver. Why are you wearing green and blue and turquoise jacket? Like, they don't even go with that. But again, if he would have had an all black fitted jacket with that would have made this whole outfit pop. Or I would even said a silver jacket. Just if he wanted to be different, he could have
It's
worn
giving husky petite.
husky petite.
That's what it's giving. Husky petite.
He got on the
All right, y'all. That's it for the that today. We got more stuff, but we're gonna have to add that to next week. We always over plan for the show, but that's okay. We want to make sure we always have enough to talk about instead of not enough. All right, we got time for one question today. So we're gonna pull up our question
Please do not
and
let
get
it be
going
Tracy.
with that.
You know what it
It's
is.
Tracy
Stick with
every
Tracy.
week.
Don't put Tracy on here.
Oh my gosh. While I'm doing that, guys, please don't forget. Well, here, let me play this first, and then I get to that. Here we go.
It's me, Tracy. Now I got a question, yeah. Because one of my real good girlfriends, Sharia, she had invited me and my husband over to her house for dinner with her husband or whatever. And so I was real excited because, you know, I love Sharia. I love me some Sharia. So we got over there and honey, everything looked so good. When I tell you that girl, she threw down. I mean, I'm talking like macaroni and cheese. She has some roast beef. She has some green beef. Listen, the girl threw down. So we got ready to eat. Now the first thing that threw me off was the plates looked real nasty. I mean, it was stuff all stuck on the place. And I'm like, girl, what's that? And she like, oh, girl, that ain't nothing but the jet dry from the dishwasher. And I'm like, nah, jet dry makes stuff clean. That look nasty. So I'm like, okay, hopefully she got paper products. But baby, didn't her cat jump up on the counter and was walking all over the counter where the food was at? And I'm like, oh, no, boo-boo. I don't do that. So I told her I wasn't going to eat anything. Now, mind you, my husband, he was putting the food back. And I ain't kissed him in the last 3 days when he done had them kitty lips, eating all that kitty food with that cat crawling on the counter.
I can't even play the rest.
So what's the question?
He didn't even get to the question. It was the kitty lips.
This dude is cracking up.
Cause I'm trying to hold it the whole time, but when she...
Dude. This brother is cracking up.
Tracy, okay, hold on. This is the thing, Tracy. I'm with you, I have a pet, but I don't allow my pet anywhere near food, especially while I'm cooking. And I don't have nothing against people with cats. I don't personally like cats. All right, and so typically, if you have a cat, I probably won't come over unless you put them up. But I definitely don't want to see no cat walking on counters and all that kind of stuff where the food is at. I think that's very unsanitary and very nasty. Yeah. And then jet dry does not make plates have stains. Jet dry is actually what clears, stuff off of the plates in the dishwasher. But I mean, I don't know. And then it's like you got people coming over. You had your plates that maybe they a little older. And then when people come over, you try to use your nice plates, and yeah, that would have threw me off too. I'm real picky like that. So no, you weren't wrong for not eating. I think you might want to kiss your husband. If something was gonna happen from them kitty lips, it probably would happen by now. You're safe. But no, I don't disagree. I think we have to be mindful of that. Pet owners especially. And then you have people over. But again, I can't expect you to act any differently while company's there than how you act. So if you allow your cat to walk on your counter, apparently that's what y'all do. But don't expect me to eat either. I don't know what you think, gentlemen.
What was the question? I think I lost the question because you was cracking up.
She never got to it because I was laughing so hard.
Okay,
she's saying her friend got upset with her because she didn't eat. was she wrong for not eating after the dirty plate and the cat walking all over the counter by the food?
Not at all.
That's unsanitary. Period.
Yep. That's just a simple no. She's not wrong.
No. And you know what? People will get mad and offended because they want you to allow the same things that they allow in their house. They don't think it's a big deal for them and their cat to sit and lap water out of the same cup. No, we're not doing
that. Or kissing your dog before you kiss your mate, and he got him licking your face and your mouth. You tongue in your.
Well, now hold on. My dog kisses me all the time now.
I know, but if your dog kiss you, are you gonna turn around and tongue your wife after?
No.
That's what stuff like that. I'm saying. People just like people look at you, Brian, you crazy. Like, dude, we in the pew, right? We in the pew. Okay. So in the pew, folks be thinking we just be talking about church all the time. We in church talking about church. We be in the pews talking about this stuff. Like jokers walking out of the restroom after COVID, still not washing their hands.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
So can I tell y'all a true story? I have many times stopped and said, "Hey, bro, like with love, you ain't gonna wash your hands?"
Right.
And I've had so many. One guy said, "Oh yeah, the water's too hot for my hands to." I said, "Burn them then."
Right.
Scorn them, sir. Because I'm like, that's the reason why we here right now. Like you literally, and again, we in the pew, so I ain't gonna be graphical, but man, like how in the world do you have enough respect for everybody in the restroom to flush the toilet and then just walk out? Like, that's why.
And they'll be the same people. It's like guys with dirt under their nails and stuff. They'll be the first one to want to like toss the salad with their hands. It's like, what's going on,
sir? That's why I don't go to everybody's cookout and I don't shake all hands. God bless you, bro. And I'm a businessman, so I believe in the handshake and I believe in the wearing a suit and tie and looking in the eye and all. Bro, these days you get a dap with a napkin or with a towel. You just might get the nod like, "Hey, God bless you, bro." You know what I mean? Like, that's foul to me. That's foul. But again, that's just we in the pews. So I just gotta. So I'm praying, y'all. Maybe I need to move from the pews to the altar.
I don't think Tracy was wrong. Being a pet owner myself, we don't let the dog in the kitchen. Yeah, he sometimes tries to come in there, but he already know, roll, bro.
Right.
But we very, very cautious of that because not only do we eat here, but sometimes we have people over. So we don't want the dog here in the food. Or we don't let the dog drink out of the cups that we use as the human.
Right.
We're not doing that.
The fact that this is even a conversation, though, Sam.
Bro, you'd be surprised.
But people, they let their dogs eat out the bowls that they eat out of.
Are y'all serious?
Bro, people do this stuff. So now with the cat, I'm not a cat person. I despise cats.
Me too.
Cats are supposed to be in the jungle, period. But real talk, man, like
I can't even believe that this is a conversation, bro. Like,
you can't have your cat. You can't have your cat on the counter, and then you talking about that's jet dry. No, sis, you nasty, and you not cleaning your food, your plates off. Let's just be 100.
Me too.
The stuff that you ate last dinner is the stuff that's on this dinner. So let's be real, man.
No,
we gonna stop wash the plates.
I'm so done. But maybe this is your hot topic, Ron.
I'm telling you, it's Kevin said I've seen stuff on YouTube. I have too. I mean, and I've experienced some stuff. Being in the church, and it's always the people who don't have good hygiene and things like that who always want to be in the kitchen cooking.
Yep.
Always want to be somewhere with the food. They the ones who always want to slice the cake and hand it to you with their hand.
Oh,
like,
Lord.
what's going on here? And they got like the nail polish that's Whoopi Goldberg
That's
shade
nasty.
burgundy, and it's chipped up. And they handing you this cake with chipping nail polish. Fingers are.
Wait a minute. Are y'all serious that people literally use this? They give their dogs and their cats the same utensils and wear that they use.
I have seen people like a Chipotle burrito. I've seen them chew one bite, get a dog a bite, they chew a bite. Oh yeah.
And then they eat.
You lying, Ron.
No, I'm telling you. Or I've seen them have an ice cream cone and then the dog. Then they,
Wait, what he do? What he do, Ron? The dog. Hey, why was
I can't take this show anymore. You know what? This is exactly why they continue. This is why this show continues to get on the ballot. I'm so excited to announce that we are once again nominated for a Spin Award 2023.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
We are super, super excited. Please stay tuned. We'll be letting you know when you can start voting and things of that nature.
Congratulations,
but we are so excited.
man.
Yeah, 2 categories this year. The Pew Podcast is nominated for Podcast of the Year, and yours truly is nominated for Podcaster of the Year. We are elated. This award is in tribute of our Ashley, and I believe that C. Ashley Brown Lawrence is going to be with us in October.
Amen.
On that stage to accept this award, y'all.
Amen.
So we're super, super excited about it.
Amen.
So we want everybody to make sure they vote like crazy. Thank you, Kevin. Vote like crazy so we can bring this home.
We got you, bro.
We gotta do that. We gotta make sure we do that.
I'm still laughing at the dog lick with the ice cream, bro. Why you shake your head like that? Dude, right. And that's how dogs do it too. They just be happy they got something. They don't even care. They just happy, you know.
It don't matter what it is.
But you saying, I just want to make sure I'm hearing y'all clearly in the pew that people are sharing their food with their dogs and their cats, and then they going back and eat behind them.
Yes.
Yep.
What are we doing? Like what are we doing?
Crazy.
They consider a lot of people consider their pets as their kids.
Right.
Dude, you are different. You are a whole different species. Like,
no, I can't talk about that because my dog that's my kid now.
Right.
That's my dog. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
Like that's my boy. That's my 5th child. But at the end of the day, he's still a dog.
Right.
Guys, don't forget we are praying for our very own C. Ashley Brown Lawrence. We believe that she definitely has the victory. If you want to send a seed, there are 2 ways that you can do that. Cash App's wait, where is it here? Cash App is Sweet Singer CC. I think I have a typo here. So SweetSingerCece, or you can send it to her husband Reggie at $RegilawRence. Also, she is in New Orleans. She is at I don't know how to pronounce it. Oyster Main Campus Neuro ICU. She's in room 9096. So if you want to send flowers or anything, you can do so as well. We are praying for you, sister. We love you. You are the Pew. You have been you other than myself, C. Ashley Brown Lawrence is the only original cast member that's still a part of this show. Ashley, you are the Pew. We love you. We are praying for you, and we do this in your honor. Thank you so much.
Amen.
Yeah. This show here.
Oh my Lord, bro. Y'all got me rolling tonight between these clothes with these big suits and these little pants and dogs licking ice cream, shaking their head. I'm done, bro. I'm done. I could give a tie to Ashley and to you, Ryan, tonight.
Listen, these folks.
Yes, sir.
Husky petite. Okay.
That is hilarious. What does that mean? What does that mean?
That means they're husky petite. They're built like the letter P. They heavy on top and they small on the bottom, like Sherry Shepherd.
That is so funny, dude.
Oh man.
I love you, Sherry. I promise. We got to get out of here. So glad to see our other cast member who's on leave right now, Pastor Mickey Lott. She's on here. So we're going to leave out with her very own words, especially for you married couples. Be careful pushing away your mate, telling them to scat cat, because there's always someone there